Hello, my name is Sekit, and we are playing FTB Skies. And I've been up here with my villagers, trying to get a couple of specific enchantments, including beheading. We need ourselves an Enderman's head. So we're gonna go ahead and put some enchantments on this here sword. And go off to one of those warped villages in the nether. Here we are. Alright, how about you guys? Oh, you guys, having a little trouble there. One Enderman's head. Wonderful. Well, we'll grab these Ender pearls too. Boy. Oh! I tabbed out of the game. This isn't good. This isn't good. Okay. Dear, oh dear, that was unfortunate. You see, it turns out that we can use these endstone nests here in the overworld. And I think they'll give us an ender bee. We're going to teach this thing how to make honey treats. Now we're going to need to... Ender bees will teleport, and we don't want them to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to teach this thing how to make upgrade bases. We're going to teach it how to make honey blocks. We should be able to make one of those no problem. Okay, we got it back together here. Gonna put the upgrade right in there. And we're gonna pop this down. I think right there is fine. Let's pop a door down here. Put these right here. We'll go 10 and 10. And we should have our ender bees soon enough. And while we're waiting for the ender bees, we're gonna make ourselves a lapis bee with a redstone bee and a blue banded bee. I hope. Yes, indeed. Now, one of these we're gonna catch, and one of them we're gonna let stay in here and start doing its thing. Alright, hopefully it'll pollinate and determine that this is its home. Nope. Alright, come here. It's gonna be exercising this kind of thing for a minute. Nope. Thought we had it. Did not. Come here. Okay, now we got one in there. Very, very good. So I decided to go ahead and make an energized smelter from Mekanism for the high volume stuff, like sand into glass. So all we're gonna do, where's our furnace? Yeah, this and this, I think, would be good in here. We've taught this thing how to make the advanced tier installer. We should teach it how to make the elite, since we've learned how to make all the different kinds of reinforced alloys. So we got some diamond bees in the little breeding room over there. These guys are not pollinating off of this. I'm beginning to think this is the wrong kind of Enderman's head, which is unfortunate. Okay, they're all in there. Wonderful. There we go. Diamond bees all grown up. We can get ourselves an emerald bee. Wonderful. And you're coming right upstairs. Now, diamond bees are pretty important. We can convert them directly into all kinds of other bees. Let's see how we're doing. Can we do 2 blocks of this stuff? Sure looks like we can. Like, for instance, we haven't gotten into elemental craft yet, but we can start getting ourselves a bee that'll make the inert crystals for us. All we gotta do... Oh, they're almost... We're gonna breed them one more time, and then we'll convert. But there's a whole slew of them. We already have an amethyst bee, but we don't have fluorite. We certainly don't have ruby, apatite, sapphire. We do have ancient. Okay. Go ahead and breed those guys. There we go. And presto, 1 inert crystal bee. Come here, you. Now, once we get farther into the mod and we start getting these elemental crystals, we can make bees for those as well. Now, one thing we're gonna need, and we're very close to getting the bee for it, so we might as well make the block. Well, let's see if we can fuel this bee with anything else, because this stuff is diamond heavy. It'll take blocks of Enderium. That's it. Okay. So, Enderium, we can make in our induction smelter. But we need diamond dust to do it. That's easy enough to make in our pulverizer. Now, we'll need, I think 5 diamonds total to make 10 Enderium, which should be enough to give us the block. Now, there's 4. Oh, and there's pure inert crystal ore chunk. Okay, so this is something we can enrich into the inert. You need 5 of them? Did I read that right? We can smelt it 1 for 1. Or 5 will get you 6. Huh. Anyway, we got the diamonds coming in from our laser drill. A little slowly, but nonetheless. So let's see. We want to make some Enderium. Looks like we got everything we need. It's wonderful. While we're waiting for that to cook up, we did complete at least one more quest. Alright, here we go. Let's see. Oh, laser lenses. We could pick one, huh? Oh. Let's take a look. The lenses give you increased chances of certain ores. So we could increase our nether quartz. We could increase our copper and our dash. We'll keep that in mind. Whoops, nope. Here we go. This doesn't look like it gives us anything. Light blue, on the other hand, will give us diamonds. That might be worth thinking about. Yellow would get us moon cheese, raw gold, glowstone, sulfur, niter. Well, let's see what else. Okay, it legit looks like our best bet is light blue. Here we go. Now, I don't know... Do we put it in the... I think we put it in the drill? Let's see. Because we could just set one of these to, No, I don't think so. I think it would go in here. So we'll keep things as is for the time being. And it's, a lead bee and a diamond bee to get our Enderium bee. There she is. Come on. And we're going to take you with us too, lead bee, wherever you went. Hey, lead dust and Enderium blend. Very nice. Now the next thing I want to do is get all this set up so that all this dust and whatnot, raw ore that we're getting, we can smelt up. on demand. So we want to get pretty good bang for our buck too. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a purification chamber. It's going to take an enrichment chamber to make, but it's well worth the investment. This, we're getting hydrogen and oxygen from this thing here. So I sent the oxygen. We're gonna get some energy pipes too. And we're gonna run this purifier. And we need more iron. Okay, I brought this thing down here. Ran a little power to it. We're gonna put a crafter on top, right? We got an importer underneath. Now we're gonna run a little cable right along here and up to the crafter. We also need to connect it to this chemical tank. Now let's say we need some iron. What we can do is take the raw iron that we're getting from the bees. We can run 3 of them, well, 1 of them, I guess, into a purification chamber. That'll get us an iron clump. Each clump will get us a dust. That is not quite, I feel like, what it used to be. Chemical injection chamber with hydrogen chloride, 3 will get you 8. Well, this will be better for stuff that we're getting whole ore blocks of, regular ore blocks of, I mean. I'll set this to take out. This will be full of oxygen. We're going to upgrade the tier. Now what we're going to do with that stuff is we're going to run it through a crusher. It's similar to all the other Mekanism machines that we've made. Okay, so that's all dealt with. Let's take a look at it in action. Let's say we wanted to make a whole bunch of stacks of iron, right? Now what it's gonna do is it's gonna pour the raw iron down here. And every one of these you're gonna get 2 iron clumps. For the raw, this is just, it's an overly complicated ore doubling. But once we start getting regular ores, this will be a lot more interesting and better. But the iron clumps get crushed into a couple dirty iron dust. That goes down and gets enriched into just regular iron dust, which comes into our smelting factory, makes iron ingots, and goes back into the system. Now, we did get another quest or 2 here. Okay. Well, we got a tank full of something. It's full of oxygen. Well, I guess we'll just go down somewhere out of the way. So now that we got all that together, I thought it would be fun to do some... We're going to need some more patterns. Can I just do a stack of these at this point? Yes. Oh, that's nice. These will actually be pretty cheap. You get 8 chains for the recipes worth in this. Alright, let's check this out. I'd love to use this for the walls outside. Let's see how they look. Ouch. We ran on like... I certainly like the way they sound. They're not that hard to place. Let's see how a bunch of them look. Now the next thing I want to think about are Fluix bees. And I guess what we'll have to do, we're going to need another ender bee combination. So to keep it from teleporting, we're going to hold a flower in our offhand. We breed an ender bee and a crystalline bee. Alright? And we get ourselves a spatial bee. The spatial bee, what does it do? Well, we get Certus quartz seeds. That's good. And with a Fluix pearl, we could convert one to a Fluix bee. Now, while our bees are growing up, it's time to get farther into Ars Nouveau. What does it want to... Okay, so we can do spellbooks. It's going to want a glyph of launch. We're going to need the scribes table, that's right. We're going to need Petal enchanting. Okay, this doesn't look too like we're going to end up getting ahead of ourselves. Because that's not what we want to do. I want to do all this stuff once. So let's see. Our basic spell book is just a book and some basic iron tools. So we'll make a shovel, we'll make a pick, and an axe. There's got to be some heavy book. Here we go. Now we can use this to learn tier 1 glyphs, and the glyphs bind to the player. I guess we could learn all the glyphs, it's just this can only use tier 1 glyphs. It's changed a little bit since the first time I used it. We're going to see if we can't just upgrade automatically to the next tier. Now the third tier, we're going to need like a nether star and a bunch of other stuff. But the second tier will serve us pretty well. Let's get whatever quest rewards are on offer. Iron apple. That's quite an apple. We'll put this away and that away and do-do-do. Oh, we got another potion. Okay, potion of spell damage, huh? That's cool. Now the next thing we're gonna need is a scribe's table. This won't be too hard to make. We will need some archwood slabs. And doesn't matter what kind of archwood wood you use, you just get archwood planks. They don't have separate textures for all of them, which I think is fine. Here's our scribe's table. I know we're flipping back and forth pretty quick, but I'm excited. We finally got a leafcutter bee. That means we'll be able to get a coal bee and whatever results from the coal bee. Now it looks like the scribe's table is just gonna be oriented like this. I've tried placing it differently. Da-da-da-da-da. No, wait a minute. Now it is different. Oh, come here. Let's try that again, because if I can get it to place like that, I very much would. Okay. Wonderful. We're going to want a little inventory over here, too. Now, the scribe's table is, if you haven't seen the kind of newer mechanics with this mod, this is where you make your glyphs now. And it'll take items, you can just plop them down, or it'll take them out of an inventory. We can learn tier 1 and 2 glyphs. We already have a few. I just right-clicked with the spellbook on the table. So we'll start, well, let's see. Those all require tier 1. And it does require experience levels, I think, to do this. So what we do, you click on it, and we'll need a pressure plate and a button. A wooden pressure plate, it looks like, specifically. And we're also going to come over here. We're going to grab like 2 stacks of these gems we've been making with this little thing we set up ages ago. Source, like we said before, is like the power of the mod. These source gems use in quite a few crafting recipes. Now what we can do is just put the pressure plate right? Maybe? Lay on hands and click select. And we'll see a little animation. The items are gone. And we got our glyph. And now we have access to it. There it is. From inside our spellbook, and we can use it to, string it together with other glyphs and use it to create spells. We're going to do this with all of the level 1 and 2 glyphs. Okay, it looks like we use this leaf cutter bee for a lot of things. We'll need the blazing bee, and then we can get a tea bee? What does this do? Oh, it literally gives you tea. Okay. Hey, look at it go. One coal bee. Where is it? There it is. Come here, you. Awesome. Okay, our second spatial bee is all grown up. We're gonna convert it into a Fluix bee, I hope. Okay, so we're gonna need Fluix dust. And we can make it in a pulverizer. Wonderful. Let's do just that. Let's see. What am I doing here? We're trying to make Fluix dust, right? Right. There we go. Where's our pulverizer? And I'll bet we're gonna, well, who knows. I was thinking about making a recipe for the pearl itself. We'll see how many of those we use. I haven't seen them come up in any of the refined storage recipes, and this is from Applied Energistics. Those are linked in this to some extent. That's the wrong GUI to actually make the thing. Okay, so we've got it. And once we have the bee, what does it need? Okay, it'll need a Fluix block, which we can make. Very good. Alright, there he is. Wonderful. Hopefully this means we'll never have to, look out you. Mess around in lava again. Or whatever. Water. Throwing things. Okay. I've finally gone down in level far enough that I can't make the next one. So, we'll put the spellbook away for the time being. We might get some more levels right now. Let's see. Oh, we get evaporate and place fluid. And some experience. That's nice. Well, now we'll go ahead and make dampen. Our Fluix bee is working. We just get straight up Fluix crystals from it. That's fantastic. That's going to save us a lot of time. And that's probably going to have to about do it for this time, folks. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.